Now we're going to do the Thomas test. Rob has kindly volunteered to be our test subject. We're going to show you a few different positive outcomes from the test, and then we're going to turn the test into the stretch. First things first, when you get your client to sit down on the bench, make sure that their hips are as far off the bench as possible. If they're sitting too high up on the bench, you will get a false positive for the test. Support the client's knees as they roll over onto the bench, and then ask them to grab a hold of their knees nice and tightly. And just confirm that you have enough of their hips off the bench for the test. Very, very important that you stand side onto the client when trapping their leg. Make sure that you're conscious of their body space. Ask them kindly to take one hand onto the other knee and drop their leg. From here, you can have a look and observe what you see for the test. So we can see that Rob's actually pretty good overall. His knee is slightly lower than the line of the hip. Probably needs to be a little lower for him to be 100% loose in his hip flexors. If his hip is externally rotated, like so, we know he has a highly high chance that he's got a tight IT band. If his knee is higher than the level of his hip, the iliopsoas is more than likely the culprit of being tight in this situation. And the most common one that you probably see through this test is the knee being out, or the ankle being out past the line of the knee. Ideally, you want the ankle sitting basically directly underneath the knee. If we saw Rob relaxed in this position, we know that his rec fem is extremely tight from there. But that's no exaggeration there. That we do actually have athletes that have rec fems that are this tight. Alright, so just relax please, Rob. Once we've made note of all our observations, we're looking for left to right balance here with this test. So make sure you grab a hold of the client just below their knee, assist them in pulling their leg up. They trap that other hand there. We're going to test the other side now. Excellent. Now for turning the test into the stretch. It's exactly the same process. Block their foot with your shoulder. Make sure that you slide onto the client. Your hands are in front of you. They can then drop their knee, drop their leg. Good. And completely relax. I'm now going to place gentle pressure on Rob's knee. I'm going to take a big deep breath in, and he's going to breathe out, relax, as I apply pressure. Ask your client for feedback. How's that, Rob? Good stretch through the front of the hip. More than likely, Rob's feeling the sartorius right now. Maybe a little bit in the iliopsoas. I'm going to hold for another 5 seconds. Right, never let the client then lift their leg up by themselves. They've just stretched that muscle out. You want to assist them in bringing their leg back to the starting position. So you get the client to completely relax. Obviously, we will do the other side now. I'm just going to show you the rec fem stretch while we're here. Exactly the same. Gentle pressure. This leg can come around. And big deep breath in, Rob. And relax. How's that one there? Alright. So be very careful with your body. It is personal training, so you are personal with your clients, but you always want to make sure that you have the professional barrier there. And hold on.